Live from NBC4 Columbus, this is NBC4 Today, here for you.
Coming up, we have part 2 of our series Inside the Refuge, and this morning you'll meet a man who was heading down a path of self-destruction until his wife and son walked away. You were going to fight for family.
Because that's the most important thing. So whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
We will see firsthand how this man went from one extreme to another and where he is today. Wait till you see the dramatic difference he's made in his life. It's coming up in our Sunday Chat.
NBC4 continues our series on drug addiction. Last Sunday, we took you inside the Refuge and introduced you to a man who says it saved his life.
Well, this morning, we hear a different man's story. And if you've never before believed in a second chance, this story may change your mind.
He is my buddy. Come here. Hi. This is Danny.
Named after his dad, and no doubt about it, Danny Webb is a dedicated family man. He also has a newborn.
He looks just like his brother. I want him to be just like his brother because my 4-year-old, he is just an amazing guy.
Danny also owns his house and takes pride in doing his own home improvement work.
I have gorgeous hardwood floors, beautiful cabinets, countertops, everything's new.
And he has a great career working in a lab with metal clad fibers.
I work with really intelligent, neat people who are scientists. I love my job. I love to talk about it. I love going to it.
But let's rewind. Life for Danny wasn't always like this. In fact, it was dramatically different.
We lived not out in the middle of nowhere, but not in the city, so I could get out at night and sneak around and get out from under my parents' watchful eye. And I did a lot of things that I shouldn't have done at a very young age.
Including drinking alcohol at 12 years old. Danny stayed social and active, even became a track and field champion. But soon enough, the alcohol led to stronger drugs. And you've been in jail.
I have. I've spent more time in jail than I should.
Danny's life was getting out of control, and the drugs were taking their toll.
I know beyond a shadow of a doubt I'd be dead. I could not have gone any longer the way I was going. My body was done.
At the time, little Danny was only a year old, and all at once, Danny's wife and son packed up and left. That was the turning point. When your wife and son left, something hit you.
Yeah, when my wife and son left. That's not what was going to happen.
You were going to fight for family.
Because that's the most important thing. So whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. So it's the most difficult thing I've ever done or been through.
So Danny came here to the Refuge, a place in Vinton County where men learn to live without drugs.
Now you have to look in the mirror. And that's the hardest thing to do, is to look at where you've been, what you've done, and start to see some things that you need to change.
The Refuge first opened its doors in 1999. It's a ministry based on the Bible, teaching people to put others' needs before their own. And you have to be willing to temporarily walk away from everything and everyone in your life.
Because of the triggers that you run into in society that get you thinking towards using people, places, things, and the best thing you can do is remove yourself from all of it.
Between Vinton County and another location on the west side of Columbus, men normally use the Refuge for about 13 months, and there is no fee for room and board. Danny's case was more extreme. He's been part of the Refuge for 3 years. Finally, it worked.
I can't take any credit for it whatsoever. You know, what God's done is surround me with like an all-star team of responsible men in Columbus who are the utmost professionals, and they care, and they're literally teaching me hand in hand how to be a man.
To me, it's not even a program. To me, those are my friends. To me, it's more of a family feel. It's more relational than it is like a program or an institution. We're just doing life together.
And it's that brotherly bond that seems to work wonders. Danny is living proof. And everything he does and owns today is a reflection of the Refuge. And now he's reaching out to others who need help.
I've named my house Hope because that's what I want to represent to somebody is hope. And hopefully just to give back to one person what I've been given. That's where it's all at.
Danny, who was once knocking on death's door, has opened up to a whole new way of life. And now, with his family by his side, he's stronger than ever before. How thankful are you, Danny?
I can't put it into words. I am beyond grateful. I feel like I'm living a dream every day. And it just gets better. So it just gets better.
Oh, that feeling of really literally almost being gone, done, dead. And now look at him and what he has accomplished. And it was very kind of his wife to come back into his life, because he did say, thank goodness she left when she did, because that's what it did. Sometimes in order to initiate change, you have to be at your worst. You have to hit rock bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And he's weathering through that storm.
Unbelievable.
And now trying to give back to others, too.
There's the Refuge is all based on donations and people who just want to give to it. Like we said, it's free for people to use it. And there's a 5K race in June. That's one of the fundraisers for it. But it is, we were the first station to do anything on the Refuge. So I was very, very fortunate to be able to tell those stories. And thanks to Danny and Carl, who helped us last week, and of course Tom, who runs it. It's just a great program, and you can make a difference in someone's life like that. Oh, it's unbelievable. And it's right here in Central Ohio.
Very powerful, and certainly all about making a difference.